poetry reading programs for many decades now. This session is a continuation of that commitment of the Academy to promote poetry in multiple languages and offer the literary lovers the pleasure of listening to poetry in different languages directly from the poets. Session's duration is 60 minutes and the session will be chaired by Jerry Pinto. मैं जेरी पिंटू जी का परिचय आपको देना चाहूंगी और उनसे आग्रह करूंगी कि kindly take the stage. Jerry Pinto is a poet, writer, editor, and translator who lives and works in Mumbai. He has written M and the Big Boom, which has been translated into Marathi, Tamil, Italian, and French. He has won the Wyndham Campbell Award administered by the Beinecke Library, Yale, USA, and the Sahitya Akademi Award besides the Crossword Award for fiction and the Hindu Lit for Life Award. His last novel, Murder in Mahim, won the REC BOW Award at the Dehradun Literary Festival, and his translation of Baburai Babu's When I Hid My Caste and Other Stories won an award for fiction at the Bangalore Literary Festival. We are very delighted to have you with us on the stage, sir. अब मैं हमारे आज के कवियों को यहाँ पर एक-एक करके निमंत्रण देना चाहूँगी. Once I call them on stage, giving a brief intro, and उसके बाद मैं मंच की बात तो जेरी जी के हाथ में सौंपूंगी. तो सबसे पहले मैं बुलाऊंगी दिलीप झावेरी जी को. आपने 4 कविता संग्रह, एक नाटक, गुजराती में एक यात्रा वृत्तांत और अंग्रेजी में 5 पुस्तकें लिखी. आपकी कविताओं का हिंदी, मराठी, बांग्ला, तमिल, मलयालम, अंग्रेजी, चीनी, जापानी, कोरियाई, इंडोनेशियाई, मलेशियाई, आयरिश, रोमानियाई और स्पेनिश भाषाओं में अनुवाद एवं उन्हें संकलित किया गया है. हांगकांग से न्यूज इंडिया और नदवाह के संपादकीय बोर्ड में उन्हें दक्षिण कोरिया, ताइवान, जापान, सिंगापुर, इंडोनेशिया और मलेशिया में कविता पाठ और व्याख्यान के लिए आमंत्रित किया जा चुका है. आज आप हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं, आपका हृदय से स्वागत है. अब मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी श्री मृत्युंजय सिंह जी को. आप बहुआयामी सांस्कृतिक व्यक्तित्व हैं. गंगा रतन विदेशी जो कि उपन्यास है और द्रौपदी खंडकाव्य आपकी नवीन प्रकाशित कृतियों में कृचन और आस के आभास काव्य संग्रह शामिल है. आपने कालिदास की मेघदूत का हिंदी और अंग्रेजी में अनुसर्जन किया है. इसके अलावा आपने ऋतुपर्णा घोष की चोखेवाली, भावना तलवार की धर्म, सुमन मुखोपाध्याय की चतुरंग और नजरबंद जैसी कई बंगाली और हिंदी फिल्मों में गीतों की रचना की है. आप नई दिल्ली स्थित ICCR के प्रशासक और मान्यता प्राप्त भोजपुरी लोक गायक हैं. आप क्षेत्रीय भाषाओं में सर्वश्रेष्ठ गीत के लिए कलाकार पुरस्कार से सम्मानित हैं. आपका स्वागत है. Next, I would like to call upon Melvin Rodrigues. He writes in Konkani and is currently working as the Director of Operations, the IT World Media Private Limited. He is the founder of Kavita Trust, which has organized more than 200 programs in poetry and published 33 books till date. His published works include 1 novella, 6 collections of poems, 3 translations, 2 collections of essays, 6 edited works. Awards won by him are Sandesh Award, Sahitya Akademi Award, Karnataka Konkani Sahitya Akademi Honorary Award for Literature, and many more. We're very happy that you are with us today on the stage. अब मैं न्योता दूंगी नसीम शफाई जी को। नसीम जी कश्मीरी भाषा के लिए साहित्यिक अकादमी पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने वाली प्रथम महिला है। आप जम्मू और कश्मीर सरकार के उच्च शिक्षा विभाग में प्रोफेसर के पद से सेवानिवृत्त हुई। आपका प्रथम कविता संग्रह दरीचे मुतलित ओबरमेंटल्स 1999 में प्रकाशित हुआ। आपकी कई कविताओं, शोध पत्रों और अनुवादों जम्मू कश्मीर शिक्षा बोर्ड द्वारा विद्यालयों और स्नातक पाठ्यक्रमों में शामिल किया गया है। आपको स्टेट बोर्ड ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन द्वारा अवार्ड ऑफ ऑनर, टैगोर साहित्य पुरस्कार और अन्य प्रतिष्ठित पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित किया गया है। हम बहुत खुश हैं नसीम जी कि आज आप मंच पर हैं और हम आपसे कविताएं सुनेंगे। Last and never the least, I would like to invite Shri Prabal Kumar Basu ji. Prabal Kumar Basu ji has 21 volumes of poetry, a collection of verse drama, 5 collections of essays, and 2 short stories to his credit. His works have been translated into various Indian and foreign languages. Vice Chairman and founder trustee of Kolkata International Foundation for Arts, Literature and Culture. He is the recipient of Gauri Bhattacharjee Memorial Award. He also received the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005, and he was the writer in residence for 2 weeks at Rashtrapati Bhavan during 2017 at the invitation of President of India. अब चूंकि हमारे सारे कवि और अध्यक्ष महोदय मंच पर पधार चुके हैं, तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा समय है आप सभी का अभिनंदन करने का। तो मैं आग्रह करना चाहूंगी अजय शर्मा जी का साहित्य अकादमी से कि कृपया करके वो मंच पर आए और हमारे सभी सबसे पहले हमारे अध्यक्ष महोदय का, उसके बाद बाकी कविजनों का अभिनंदन करें। पहले हम नसीम जी का अभिनंदन कर रहे हैं, आप मंच प्रदान करें। चलिए मिंटू जी का अभिनंदन करते हुए दिलीप झावेरी जी, त्रुटि के लिए माफी, जवेद, प्रबल बसु जी, पृथ्वींजय सिंह जी, मेलविन रोड्रिग्स जी, अब ज्यादा समय न गवाते हुए I would request our honorable chair to kindly take the session forward. Thank you.
Jayashree ji, you called me honorable. This is a rare thing. I shall try and prove that I am honorable, but I'm actually not going to. Poetry in India is yadi 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 but bhasha sanskrit ko abhi aur kya karne ka poetry ne bana mujhe biji ka pata kya okay. You heard that? Let's do. You know it. Let's leave it alone. I want to read you 3 poems quickly, which I have written specifically for the Sahitya Academy over the last 3 years, 3 days, because there is nothing so wonderfully productive as being in a state of strange tension, which one is always at a festival. So the first poem is to the woman who said to me at the Sahitya Academy festival that she used to write poetry in college. This happens to all of us. Everyone comes up to a poet and says, I used to write poetry in college, which is, I did it when I was young, you are still doing it now. Not outgrown it yet. So most times I just want to break their necks, which is unpoetic. So I've decided instead to do something even more vile and nasty, which is to write a poem to her. To the woman who said to me at the Sahitya Academy International Festival, Unmesha, where the best minds come together and symbolize a Shatkar and a Sakshi of the great words of India and the great bhashas that come flowing from the Maharajas and all the other guests who say to us that they are also literateurs. What happened, lady? Why did you stop writing poetry? Did the stream dry up? Did you no longer believe in the magic of words to transmit human emotion from one person to another? Did you no longer believe in yourself and the validity of what you wanted to say? Did you look down one day at the pages stained with tears? Did you borrow your mother's lipstick, paint your face and kiss those pages that you wanted to send? And did the man who received them simply not read them? Did you see him walk away from the canteen, tossing the letter into a nearby dustbin and saying to the new young woman that he was now flirting with, she writes poetry, you know. She'll outgrow it. And if that happened to you, my love, I'm so sorry. Much the same thing happened to me several times over, and I have not lost faith. I have not lost my belief that with words, we can reach past barriers and we can touch each other somewhere very close to what they call the soul. The second poem which I should have perhaps read first is Don't Trust What You Hear on Stage About Me. I was listening to that introduction that they gave and I thought, and I have sat in audiences like this listening to other people's introductions and I have thought, so don't trust what they say about me on stage. That paragraph about me, you should know, I wrote myself. They don't know me, the people who invite me to festivals. They don't even care to know me. Instead, they ask me to introduce myself to them so that they introduce me to you. And in those moments when I am shuddering at the thought that I should go somewhere, invited by people who don't know me and who won't know what to expect when I go on stage, I sit down and I draw from the depths of my vulnerable self all the shitty, unimportant things that I think constitute a literary life. I send a list of awards. I send a list of publications. I listen to it when it is on stage and I think, this is not me. Hey, this is not me. This is a car crash version of my life. It's a life lived in short form. It edits the bad shit. It throws out the people I hurt, the opportunities I lost, the jealousy I feel that I hear about other people's awards, my terror of audiences, my nightmares about silence, my weird, other, non-writing, non-written self, which in this one moment I am revealing to you. So trust this, what I am saying about myself, and forget all that the talented young woman in the sari that she does not normally wear said to you about me. And this is a poem which started yesterday in a very cold moment. The poem is originally titled, I Think I Know Why People Kill Themselves in Hotel Rooms. And then I thought, fuck off, Jenny. You don't know because you haven't tried. So I made it the title, Why Hotel Rooms Are Sad. That's also part of the poem. I just fooled you. I think I know why people hurt themselves in hotel rooms. It's a shell. It's a shell that was not built for you. It's a shell that was built for a pax, a person who travels. This is an imaginary person who is equipped with so many things that you do not have yet. And so when you walk into this room, it is a shell that you cannot fill. If it's a big and beautiful hotel room, you feel, I have to leave it soon. If it's a small hotel room, you think you feel fucked over. Because Linda Hess is at the Auditorium and I'm at Woodville, somewhere out in the suburbs. They put food in this hotel room at 5 times the price. You would have to be a fool to eat that food. Who knows when they put it in there? You have to fight the shower every morning. Either the water comes out cold and it freezes your butt off, or it burns you in places where you don't want to be burned. Even those little bottles you used to rub from the toilet, shampoo, shower, hand lotion, all the things that you took home as a way to tell your spouse, your sister, your best friend, I traveled, I didn't take you along, but I brought you what they leave in the toilet. Even those bottles you don't take away anymore because they're plastic and you don't want to hurt the world, do you? You wake up dry mouthed and you can't drink the water, that's in plastic too. And just then, when you're trying to go back to sleep from the neighboring bedroom, someone's phone rings and he says, Gone, hello? Hello, why are you calling me? I told you not to call me, she is with me, I told you she is with me. I'll call you when I get back, what is wrong with you? And you know he's talking to a mistress and you want to listen and you want to go back to sleep and you can't decide which one you want to do. But bed fights you. It's not your bed, it's a hard bed or a soft bed or a bed that is not your bed. And so I think why people are sad in hotel rooms and why hotel rooms continue to be hotel rooms. Thank you very much. To come and speak. Naseem Shafai and I have met before in many festivals and enjoyed each other's company. In the sense, we've been dancing together. I think the Sahitya Academy should have at least one moment where everyone can dance. Yeah.
I was fourth in the line list, but ये हमेशा का नाटी है ये करता. First of all, with the permission of the chair, Jerry, मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ साहित्य अकादमी का और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कल्चर हिमाचल प्रदेश, क्योंकि हिमाचल पहली बार देखने का मौका मिला और बहुत अच्छा लगा. पहाड़ से मैं भी हूँ लेकिन ये पहाड़ कुछ डिफरेंट है तो इसलिए बहुत अच्छा लगा. मैं कुछ नज़में अपनी पढ़ना चाहिए. पढ़ूंगी पहले मैं एक कश्मीरी में थोड़ा सा फील के लिए मोजरी पढ़नी चाहती हूँ. मोजरी दोहले तो रात च तस मोजरी रात में पढ़ी मखोल करा. दोहले तो रात च तस मोजरी उस रात में पढ़ी मखोल करा. वांस से ये कहीं दोहले तो रात तस मेहनत करना जहनस तकनस क्या होता है उठी पाता. तमिकर असना हना अद जुगनम जानूं तगिया वलतेजा. तमिकर असना हना अद दुगनम जानूं तगिया वलतेज बोस yeard mirt port. Yeard mirt is this what you concerns. Knowledge zurtka paivand karmuz. Jism javlini thachmuz panaganumuz turnimus. Kya sanjit kya lat kya padrat pad kya wash kya sha. Ashpikastan kunishik musmus novi muzura. Not Mehishka Muslim Biak. So the judge was Duran इसका अंग्रेजी प्रोफेसर इंदु केडम ने किया है. मैं अंग्रेजी जानती नहीं हूँ लेकिन थोड़ा सा कोशिश करूँगी. In a lighter vein, without a reason, ask the drudge woman a question. Tell me how much do you earn from this continuous. जरी एक खास चीज है आप सबके लिए, दिन और रात की मजदूरी. In a lighter vein, I, without a reason, ask the drudge woman a question. Tell me, how much do you earn from this continuous servitude of night and day? She laughed and said, will you comprehend? Then listen. Getting something little to eat, a long, devouring hunger, tatters to cover my body, a tired, threadbare body, and a desolate youth, some slaps, some kicks, and then some abuses. He hurls at me, some sighs and some sobs, a few tears, or sometimes in the womb, a new drudge conceived within me unwittingly, or a new human drudge just like me. दूसरी है, इसका तो मैं कश्मीरी नहीं पढ़ूंगी. Inhibit. Don't send a letter to me. Don't send. Don't send a letter to me. Don't send. The address you wrote on is no longer mine. My address not yet restored, but just one identity with me, the only one I have. In high waters I am sheltered by the storm, living in water, dying every second in water. Even the stone that supported me also drowned in the deluge. I have no address. Don't send a letter to me. Don't write to me. ये एक और नस्ल है. इसके बीच में डायलॉग है. तो आज सुबह कश्मीर से जो है शायद साहब उन्होंने भी एक कोट किया है. हमारे यहाँ एक आदत है कि लंदन का ही है ये बात कि लला कहती है, once I went to the garden of eternity, I entered the garden, there I saw Shiv and Shakti together, लीन एक दूसरे में. तो ललित जब देखती है तो क्या देखती है वो नहीं बताती, लेकिन कहती है वाह. तो आज की जो ललित है वो भी चाहती है इस बात के अंदर जाना. Destination unknown. Destination unknown. I entered the garden through the open gate. The gate खुला था. I saw no barriers. It was a strange scene. Stand was my side, frozen my footstep. This was not that garden, neither that place, not its beauty, neither the flower, not its wanting scent. The blossom of my heart shed its petals. No tears, no sigh, but just a deep internal lingering pain. Through restraint, my dwindling faith and perceptions and reality were in conflict, gaining strength, but still in fear, feigning sympathy. I questioned thus. The tulip I asked, why did the pain not show? Spot होता है, dark. The tulip I asked, why did the pain not show? It replied, the scar is visible. I asked the wind the reason for the fearful hurry. It replied that the evil one was in search of him. I asked the rose the cause of missing scent. I asked the rose the cause of missing scent. Autumn secured it away. वो डराता है उसको, replied he. Why the anger? I asked the supreme. गुस्सा किस बात का है? It replied, it had oozing wounds. The door beckoned and I left. Ever since I wandered aimlessly. Destination unknown. जिसको लास्ट इसको मैंने अनुवाद तो क्या चाहा है कि मैं खुद इसका हिंदुस्तानी जिसे मैं कहती हूँ, हिंदी मुझे आती नहीं है और इसके आगे की जाने की मेरी हिम्मत नहीं है, तो गीत की तरह की चीज है ये क्या कि तुम में रहा न सब्रता बाकी है, ये क्या कि तुम में रहा न सब्रता बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है, अभी तो आंखों में जुए आप स्ट्रीम वाटर, अभी तो आंखों में जुए आप बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है। मैं रात भर गुलाबों के गुलदस्ते बनाती रही, मैं रात भर गुलाबों के गुलदस्ते बनाती रही, सोचा था सुबह का पल अपनी मुट्ठी में बंद कर लूंगी, यकीन था मुझे कि तुम बिना बताए ही चल दोगे, तभी हवाओं पे अपने सलाम लिख के रखे थे, अभी तो हर हर हकीकत का अजाब बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है। मैं जो कदम कदम आगे बढ़ती रहे तुम पीछे पीछे हटते रहे, मैं जो कदम कदम आगे बढ़ती रही तुम पीछे पीछे हटते रहे, मैंने अपने कदमों को रोका तो तुम बेआवाज पलट गए, मैंने अपने आंगन और किवाड़ को सजा के रखा और इन दो आंखों के दरीचे बना दिए, अभी तो दिल दीवाना खराब बाकी है, अभी तो दिल दीवाना खराब बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का साथ बाकी है, अभी तो मैंने यादों के हार पुरोए ही नहीं, अभी तो मेरी कुछ निशानियां तुम्हारे पास पड़ी हैं, अभी तो यादों के हार मैंने पुरोए ही नहीं, अभी तो मेरी कुछ निशानियां तुम्हारे पास पड़ी हैं, वो मेरी यादों का टुकड़ा और निशानियां सारी तुम मुझे लौटाओ और लिख दो जुदाई, अभी तो दर्द की सारी किताब बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है। तो ये आखिरी बंद में जाऊंगी, अभी तो बिस्तर पे पड़े सारे गुलाब ताजा है, अभी तो बिस्तर पे पड़े सारे गुलाब ताजा हैं, अभी तो उनकी सारी खुशबुओं से बदन ये मेरा महक रहा है, अभी तो उनकी सारी खुशबुओं से बदन ये मेरा महक रहा है, अभी तो रात के सारे राज कमरे में बंद पड़े, अभी तो रात के सारे राज कमरे में बंद पड़े हैं, अभी तो मैं सारी सारी रात जगती हूँ, अभी तो आंखों में हर ख्वाब बाकी है, अभी तो इश्क का सारा हिसाब बाकी है।
Okay. My friend Lalit and I go back like 30 years at least. It is terrible actually to talk about decades about one's life, but he was a member of the poetry circle and we all respected the fact that he came all the way from Thane to come and read us his poetry, which was always lined and lipped with an acid cynicism, but also leavened with idealism. Lalit Javeri.
दोस्तों, आभार मानने के रहते हैं। सबसे पहले आपका आभार साहित्य अकादमी का और खास मेरे दोस्त गोपी जी का जो यहाँ बैठे हैं। तेलुगु के बड़े भगवान ने बाल लीला જ્યારે જ્યારે લાગે કે હવે શું કરવું ત્યારે એ મૂંઝવણમાં રસ્તો કાઢવા ભગવાન બાળકોની પાસે જાય છે એમની સાથે બેસી એમને ધ્યાનથી જુએ છે અને એમની સલાહ પૂછે છે whenever God goes blank about what to do next, he sits with children, watches them and seeks their advice. The children are unpredictable. They keep playing their games or run away or sit down and chat. To make paper boats and set them afloat in the flowing sewage or throw paper missiles at the teacher is the same for them. Wearing helmets and pads, some run after a ball. Some catch ants to learn their locomotion, yanking off leg after leg. Some search for eggs hidden under the grass, break off the shells to see if they all have yellow yolks. Some distract a spectacled newcomer and scatter away some burden of his overstuffed satchel, while some chew off his pencils to see no more scribbles on the paper. Some scatter flowers with a swing of switch and count every petal. Some are prudent and speak of their dreams to grow up unchanged, but fly the flag of their country all over the world. Some consider collecting all the candies in Halloween. Some close the doors on the others to share a cookie with their girls. Some dream of collecting all the stars in their baskets. Some plan to gather all the birds in cageless zoo. Some hallucinate ogres. And some dream of gliding over the oceans. Now you understand why some are born lame or dumb or autistic or poor or blind. Now you know why there are floods and storms and famines and earthquakes. Now you can think that a tiger killing a deer and a doe yanking the grass from the soil are the same. Now you appreciate why the wars never end. Now you can comprehend Big Bang and black holes playing with each other. Now you understand. You can't understand the world. Now it dawns upon you that God is not concerned with you. Forgiveness and such things that our idle minds conceive. God is focused like children who are sure of themselves and grow up no differently. Also, most children wet their beds. Once this mist clears, will I see the mountain ranges beyond, the dense treetops and waterfalls along the slopes? Will I see the birds the stars, the clouds, the lighted windows of the town, the bakery, the pavement, the solitary finger tapping at the door, the palpable darkness, the darkness holding the shroud of mist. Once this mist clears, will I see ice blue air and topaz sky and curling smoke from the chimneys. An eternity has festered within this dreary room, littered with hulking chairs, disarrayed desks, quotidian carpet, neat curtains, vacuous vessels, scuffy shelves, and modeling mirrors, surviving the in silent cacophony of lifeless existence. When this mist clears, I want to immerse in simple words that vibrate like a trill from a trickling faucet, swirl like steam from a coffee pot, float like dust in sunbeam, slip softly from the lonely lips and say, I love you. Not to anyone in particular, but to everything. The last one. One doesn't write poetry to alleviate suffering, to give joy to others, to get awards. One doesn't write poetry to publish books. One writes poetry only for a few friends like you. So before writing poetry, one must learn many languages before writing poetry. The language of shadows and scents, to know separations and absences. The language of rusted wheels and sharp arrows, to understand inertia and starvation. The language of roof holes speaks of searches of inquisitive sunbeams. The patchy speech of lost walls has retained the damp songs of raindrops. Winds know the language of desert and sea and keep a constant correspondence with sand. But the language of dust spreading quietly through the window crevices on windless nights is known to sand only. My footprints make the dust whirling in darkness. Being deaf to silence, I look for you. Poetry, are you there?
Now, the great advantage of coming to a reading like this, of course, is first the wonderful multiplicity of sounds, the patterns and rhythms that one hears. The second, of course, is meeting old friends like my Rodrigues, whom I have known for many years now, since he invited me to the Gokuri somehow in Bangalore, Melbourne.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to present before you some of my Konkani poems in their English as well as Hindi translation. First one is Dubai Gold Souk. Here the Dubai Gold Souk has been personified. Come, we'll tie a hindola around your neck. Come, we'll tie a hindola around your neck, and down your cleavage will jump around. In the garden of boredom will become the golden butterflies. With our golden touch, we'll heal the pains caused by those inebriated hands in those dark nights. Come, give us your scar, your earlobes. Allow us to adorn the places never known to your brain. We have hands ready to embrace your waist. We do have nose rings, feet ornaments, needles for the tufts, bangles, and even a golden heart coconut. Why have you stood outside, holding your hands on your pockets, letting your women folks inside? We also serve men. Gender is no obstacle. Couldn't care less if labeled as bisexual. Open your eyes. We are hung like a bunch of bananas kept for sale. Just one smallest banana would suffice to raise the mercury level of fat-filled body. The next poem is Man to 5 Wives. I always thought, how does this man live with his 5 wives, accommodated in one and the same house? I put my ear to his door. The panicky screams of the stifled breath struggling to come out as the neck is being strangulated. Who knows? They might have sounded identical to those of the Inquisition era. Like the roar of breakers against the bank in the mute solitude of midnight, upsurgence of the same kind. Or is it like the one that emerges when the skirt of a woman fast asleep is set to fire? The quaking of somebody being hit against the wall, grabbed by a fistful of hair, the trembling of roof tiles over the shaking rafters. I threw open my door. One woman holds pestle in hand, the other wife with chopper stands. Another woman twists a torso, pressing a pelvic down. The fourth one bites off merrily anyone in sight, while the fifth is sprinkling chili powder left and right. Mahabharata in the courtyard fight. Push, prick, blows and kick. Yesterday, I met the man who lives in the same house with 5 wives. And what should I say? Truly, he seemed to me like the 5 scripts clinging company. Thailand read. The next poem is The Accounts Keeping Girl. Over the frame of the accounts keeping girl are unaccountable eyes. Along the sealed borders of the heart, dangling bags of fat are looming. Jaishankar in left eye, Franco in the right. Deep in the mind, just one side of the rapid chest game is on, making your very organs the pawns. Arms of rotten flesh, while deciding the moves of the game, drip burnings from the hands. The accounts of the account-keeping girl are entangled, sweating, trembling, afraid. Whose earnings? Whose losses? Earning dues earnings after the war. Who is supposed to endorse the final balance sheet? Thank you. This is quite a word poem, but I decided to present this before in its English translation. Today I'm going to read it in its Hindi translation. Yuddha poem is the war. little background. केंद्र में वाजपेयी जी के सरकार के समय भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच शांति संधान प्रयत्नों चलते मैं दुबई में था। इस कविता की जड़ एक रात मेरा हज्जाम के पास जाने के संदर्भ में है। हज्जाम पाकिस्तानी था। भारत और भारत के राजनीतियों के विरुद्ध जब वो बोलना शुरू किया, मैं एक चूहा जैसा सलून के कुर्सी पर बैठा था, क्योंकि उसके एक हाथ में चूहा था और दूसरे में मेरी गर्दन थी। उस सन्निवेश में ये कविता शुरू होती। वाजपेयी और अडवाणी की कुर्सी का एक पैर अपनी बातों से तोड़कर मुशर्रफ के मिलिट्री सेना की वाहवाही के साथ भारत के टुकड़े करके बाएं हाथ में थोड़ी ऊंचा करके दाएं हाथ में चुरा पकड़ के ये पाकिस्तानी हज्जाम मेरे गले की दाढ़ी बनाता। पाकिस्तानी सैनिकों के साथ फंसा भारतीय सैनिकों की काम मेरी नसों में। क्षण में सैनिकों का अवतार हो गला काट लिए जाने का डर। रात के 11 बजे सलून में हम दोनों के अलावा कोई तीसरा नहीं। बायां आंख टेढ़ा करके सलून के आईने से जनवरी के ठंड में सोते हुए दुबई की सड़क देखते कारगिल पर्वत के कंपी में भिड़े हुए सैनिकों की तरह गले की चमड़ी चूल्हे की दाल से भिड़ते महसूस था। मैं मलबारी या मद्रासी को पूछता, मंगलूरी मेरा जवाब। हमारी मिसाइल अब ऊपर से नीचे तक तुम्हारे केरल तक की खीमा बनाने की ताकत रखती है। वो मेरे गर्दन की खाल खींच कर बचे हुए दाढ़ी की छोटे टुकड़ों को निकालता है। सारा कश्मीर हमारा। इस कंट्रोल रूम में लीक डालने से आतंकवाद का आटा नहीं उफनता। बीच में उर्दू में गाली देने वाला हज्जाम एकाएक मुंशी कह के दरवाजा खोल के बाहर तुमता है। ओल्ड स्पाइस के थोड़े बूंद मेरे गाल पर लगाते वो रहे जलन से लाहौर समझौते के गिरते रूप मेरी आंखों के सामने बादल बनकर मंडराते। हम बॉर्डर ऊपर के लोग, इंडिया की गोलियों से हमारे संबंध टूटते हैं, दिल बिखरते हैं, फिर भी हम डर से सोते हैं। हम रक्त से नहाते हैं और हर एक मानव संबंध के बीच में भी एक बंदूक को जगह देते हैं। मेरे 7 साल की फातिमा की आत्मा बॉर्डर के ऊपर घूम रही है और हमारी तरफ आने वाली गोलियों की दिशा बदलती है। इससे हम बिना डर घूमते हैं। कठोर समझने वाले हज्जाम का दिल मक्खन जैसे पिघलता है और मेरे शरीर से लिपटे वस्त्र में मिल जाता है। मेरे गालों पर नीलिया क्रीम लगाते उसके हथेली में कमते नसों की खाल पर से होकर दिल को कसती है। मैं उठता हूँ और हर दिन से भी 5 दिराम ज्यादा बख्शिश देने शुक्रिया साहिब, बड़ी मेहरबानी आपकी, वो कहता और बाहर जाने के दरवाजा खोलता। अंधेरे दुबई के रास्ते पर चलता हुआ मेरे गालों को छूता। सब साफ हो गया उसकी खातिरी करने से पहले। सड़क के किनारे के पेड़ पर हो सकता है सैनिकों की 2 आत्माएं हंसते सुनता हूं। मेरे मन में नए सिरे से एक युद्ध छिड़ जाता है। अंत होने वाला युद्ध, अंत होने वाला युद्ध।
Quickly introducing a new friend, please.
साहित्य अकादमी का आभार और आप सबों की उपस्थिति के लिए विशेष आभार आप लोगों का। मेरी नई कृति द्रौपदी एक खंड काव्य है जिसके एक अंश को मैं पढ़ के सुनाना चाहूंगा। महाभारत की कथा से लिए हुए पात्र है जो नारियों को की प्रोटैगनिस्ट के रूप में हमने यूज किया है। उनकी दमन पीड़न और पैट्रियार्की के बातें हैं थोड़े अपने तरीके से कहने की कोशिश की है और इसे मैं तरलू में आपको प्रस्तुत करना चाहूंगा। स्वर्ग पथ पर अग्रसर जब द्रौपदी की गल रही और विगत जीवन की सब स्मृतियां फिसल रही, गलते हुए शरीर को थामे अपनी सांस में कृष्ण को पुकारती आंखें खुली थी आस में, उस आस की ही ज्योति में आभास सा कुछ आ दिखा, कृष्ण आए या नहीं उसको नहीं था यह पता, फिर भी उस आभास को ही मान कर अपना सखा द्रौपदी कहने लगी अपने जीवन की व्यथा, अपने जीवन की व्यथा। कौन हूं मैं, कौन मेरा, कौन हूं मैं, कौन मेरा, वो जो मुझको छल गए हैं छोड़कर मुझको अकेले स्वर्ग को जो चल गए हैं। आदेश सुनकर सास का जब 5 भागों में बटी थी, तब भी तुम्हें मैं साक्षी मान जीवन से सुखी थी। मान मेरा गिर गया था उस दिन इस संसार में, युद्ध में मुझे दांव पर जब रख दिया परिवार ने, रख दिया परिवार ने। युद्ध का कारण मुझे जो मानते हैं वो गुणी, पहले परख ले भावना जो वासना में थी सनी, तब तो कोई कुछ न बोला सब थे बिल्कुल एक से, जब कोई मर्दन को उद्धत भाव के अतिरेक से खींच लाया केश से, एक वसन को पकड़ वस्त्र मेरे फाड़ डाले, तोड़ दी मेरी अकड़, वह अकड़ जो वीरता के बाहुओं में थी पली, क्यों भला वो चढ़ गई थी वासना की बलि। और सब वो वीर माहे जो भरी पुरुषार्थ, और सब वो वीर बाहें जो भरी पुरुषार्थ से टूट कर ऐसे गिरी थी जो मलिन हो स्वार्थ से। कृष्ण ही तैसी थे फिर भी किंचित ही कुछ कर पाए, आत्मज्ञान से हो आहत रहे द्रुपद भी मूर्छाए, द्रोण की गुरुता में भी था अहंकार एक भारी सा, द्रुपद के हाथों अपमानित प्रतिशोध ही संचारी था, नहीं तो कोई सखा अपना अपमान भी जो है कर जाता, मित्र वही होता है जो क्षमा भाव से भर आता, लेकिन द्रोण गुरु होकर भी क्षमा भाव से वंचित थे, द्रुपद के हाथों हो लांछित अभिमान से अतिरंजित थे। कर्म मनुज का देखो कैसे पीछा करता जीवन में, तय किया द्रोण के प्रतिशोध ने मेरा आना इस जग में। भीष्म तो पहले से ही अपना अंत कठिन रच आए थे, एक राज्य की 3 बेटियां बलपूर्वक जब लाए थे, सत्ता और शक्ति का जिस दिन गर्व किसी पर छाता है, उस दिन ही उसके अंदर का मानव नहीं मर जाता है। जिन पांडव पतियों को मेरे श्रेष्ठ सदा सब कहते हैं, ध्यान से देखो इनके अंदर अवगुण कितने रहते हैं। केवल माता के कहने से पुत्र कोई क्या मानेगा, भाई की पत्नी से भरा सहवास की वह ठानेगा, बहुपुरुषों वाली स्त्री को माता जो बुरा समझती थी, बहू को अपने ही लेकिन पुत्रों में बांट जो सकती थी, समझ गई थी उस दिन ही वह किस समाज में रहती है, लोक लाज की आड़ लिए कितना प्रपंच वह सहती है। कल तक यौन जो उत्सव था सत्यवती और कुंती का, कल तक यौन जो उत्सव था सत्यवती और कुंती का, धृतराष्ट्र विदुर की माता और मातृ गुणवंती का, मुझ तक आते आते वही दुराचार का चिन्ह बना, कल तक का लैंगिक विकल्प अब कलमशे के अभिन्न बना, अब कलमशे के अभिन्न बना। सत्यवती हो कुंती हो या अंधी बेबस गांधारी, सब पुरुषों की संपत्ति है, इनमें कोई नहीं नारी। नारी तो वह नारी है जो बांध सभ्यता रखती है, जनती है फिर पाल पोस कर संततियों को रचती है। ऐसा नहीं कि इन सब में गुण नहीं भरे थे नारी के, ऊंची ऊंची अभिलाषा से भरी हुई लाचारी के। पैतृकता का जिगर लेकिन निगल गया था इन सबको, नारी का नारित्व रह गया भाव केवल कहने को। पैतृकता का जिगर लेकिन निगल गया था इन सबको, नारी का नारित्व रह गया भाव केवल कहने को, भाव केवल कहने को।
I love it when there's punctuation of music in the middle of the words, but we come from the social music, we land back on words of Prabal Bhash.
Good afternoon. I don't have much time. Anyhow, first I will read a poem in Bengali.
Read as much as you want to.
First I read a poem in Bengali, then I will read the English of that, and then a few English poems. And I'll try to finish a small poem in Hindi. Name. Ki name. Ki jano name. Ki jano name. কুয়াশা পড়েছে, রোদ্দুর নেই, উষ্ণতা নেই, একটা মনের মতো রাস্তা নেই, ফুল ফুটে ওঠা নেই, প্রতিক্রিয়া নেই, বন্ধুত্ব নেই, সম্পর্কের টানা করে নেই, সম্পর্কই নেই। নদীর আত্মকথা নেই, জলে পড়ে থাকা পাথর নেই, পরস্পরের উপর নির্ভরতা নেই, শহরের আকাশে সন্ধ্যা তারা নেই, পালিয়ে যাওয়ার মতো কোনো গন্তব্য নেই, শক্ত করে ধরার মতো কোনো হাত নেই, মাথা রাখার মতো কোনো কাঁধ নেই, ঝর্ণার কলরল নেই, চুম্বনে নিবিড়তা নেই, বিপদসীমার সংকেত নেই, নিজের বিশ্বস্ত ছায়াটিও নেই। কি নেই? কি যেন নেই? কি যেন নেই? এই দেশ ভারতবর্ষ, আমার দেশটাই নেই। I'm not reading this in English, rather I am reading another poem. God to the blind. With a lump of chalk clay, a blind man was drawing God on the pavement. Beside him stood a beggar boy who said, as soon as the drawing was finished, where is the God? This is the face of the Almighty. Rubbing off the face, the blind man started drawing again. The second time, as he was done, the boy broke into laughter. You are wrong again. This is the face of Jesus. Wiping it out swiftly, the blind man again started creating God. Thus every time the blind man tried to draw God, it became the face of someone else. And the boy, on this pretext, went on rejecting God. Tired of drawing the wrong picture the whole day, the blind man at last ended up drawing his own face and made the eyes sightless. The boy applauded. This is exactly how God looks. All about umbrella. Do you use umbrella? think umbrellas are propitious to civilization, capable of protecting you from the ever-changing weather. Are you suspicious of the color of umbrellas? Believe that a red one is more than a black, or a green more than a blue, or even a yellow more than a violet will enrich you? Are all your friends sensitive about the virtues of an umbrella? Admit its necessity, aware of its right usage? Do you inquire on one's umbrella before making friends? Though the American president and our neighbor Adinath use umbrellas of the same color, their own chemical compositions remain absolutely different. But I have always remained apathetic towards the use of umbrellas, have had no trust in those who use them. Still, believe me, I have collected variety of umbrellas from all over the world. I also know some tidbits about repairing them. Don't try to become intimate with me. Desist from trying to mark me out. Using a terrorist umbrella, I have noticed, it almost made me look like the American president. Be with me. I am fading away fast, like a cigarette tapering off as it passes hands on a winter night. Be by my side. Time is fast running out. The way a person shrinks in the afternoon shadow, be there by my side. Be with me. Be with me. Be with me. Isolated people are slowly trudging onto the rim of lonely days. From trust to mistrust, there are no hands to hold, no shoulder to cry on, no pair of lips waiting for the kiss. Like the dark ring around the light, faltering before a wind, as the solitary tree without any prop, humans are trying to triumph over the crisis. Be with me.
Wow.
Che. I think I have 3 minutes more. Che. The 8P bus stand is pretty close to my house. Every morning I walk to the stop to take the bus to office. Che waits for me at the bus stop. We chat on various issues while traveling on 8P bus together. Nobody recognizes Che. He is also not his earlier self. Believes revolution is a discarded utopia. It's for more than a quarter of a century that Che is living in this city. Slowly he has assimilated the culture of this city. He hardly remembers his past life. Haimantika is his new girlfriend. Spending time with her is his best pastime. He has totally lost interest in any kind of protest. When I talk about this Che, none of my acquaintances believe me. I fail to make them understand that in most of the cities of the world of today, a Che keeps living somewhere, learning to be a conformist, perpetually adapting, as is the normal evolution of any Che. Last quote. No, I read in English. The name of the poem is Variant. Some houses possess a balcony, some do not. Those who can afford the balcony usually come out of their den and stop by the balcony during the sunset. They try to understand the phenomena of the gradual waning twilight at an indefinite distance. Those who cannot afford the luxury usually look out of their lonely windows just to calculate the arrival of the evening. I have spent ages thinking and concluded that after thousands of years of evolution on Earth, only 2 or 3 types of people have survived. those who have a balcony in their house,
Yeah.
and those who do not.
Yeah.
Those who can witness the sunset and those who cannot.
Yeah.
Those who watch the world through a window and those from a balcony.
Yeah.
Apart from these two, there is another class of people. Those who neither have the balcony nor a window. I realize that they could surely be a member of one or another political party. They don't have time to waste or thinking over trivial matters like the farewell rays of the dusk or the descent of an evening. Thank you.
Thank you all very much for your patient and attentive listening. If you would really like to enrich your life, go out now and buy a book of poetry. Leave it by your bedside. Read a poem before you go to sleep every night and dream incredibly interesting dreams. Thank you all very much.
थैंक यू। हमारा अगला सत्र होगा 2:30 बजे, जिसका शीर्षक है ट्रांसेंडिंग बैरियर्स थ्रू ट्रांसलेशन। आपसे मुलाकात होगी।